So my exhaust is completely disconnected.
We're gonna go with something like that.
That looks good, man.
And then of course you can have it split screen. You can see what's going on front behind you. Like look at that BMW that's pulling up. He is all over my all up in it. And then it's got the date and all that. All right, squad, we are up here. Tunes car stereo. What are we getting done? Nope, that's not mine. We are getting a camera rearview mirror. If I said that correctly. WOLFBOX. So this is the rearview mirror, and it is a screen, obviously. I think some GMCs, some Cadillacs come with this. Basically, it's going to clip onto your OEM rearview mirror, and it's going to give you front. We're going to put a camera in the front of the car and a camera in the rear, which is unlike the backup camera because I'll be able to see either one of these cameras whenever I choose, or I can use them simultaneously, have them split screen, front, rear on the back, or rear on the right, front on the left. So that's what we're doing. Up here, Tunes car stereo, as usual. Same guy that did my CompuStar security system. He's taking care of me again today. The man right there. Got me completely gutted back here. Almost got it.
Getting there.
Getting there. So we're going to ultimately, we all know that the backup camera for Dodges are up there, but we're going to have this camera coming out of this.
Yeah, so we don't want to drill any holes or anything just in case we need, whatever happens, or we need to relocate it. So we're going to kind of just tuck it back through here for now, and if we need to, we can drill the hole.
Gotcha.
That way we should be able to keep the entire integrity of the bumper intact.
I would greatly appreciate that. Yeah, and then we're going to have the camera just kind of hanging around at this point somewhere.
Yeah, probably off to the left here, maybe to the right. We'll see once we get it.
Gotcha.
We're a little tight on the overall cord length, so we need to keep that in mind.
Because it's got to go from the back all the way up to the rearview mirror.
Yep, so we're going to go down. Basically, we're going to go down through the seat, follow the entire passenger side up, pop up behind the airbag on the A-pillar, and then up into the headliner and over to your mirror.
Okay.
So it's a pretty big stretch.
That's a stretch there. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Got it completely gutted. All right. Look at this bad boy right here. This is Joe Woo. Let me see if I can turn it down a little bit. That color's so strong. It's raining, so I can't bring my camera out here too much. Look at this bad boy. You already know who that is. Super stock. In the rain, slicks all the way around. That is not an OEM Dodge color right there. Check him out. I think he's on Twitch. I know he's on YouTube. If I can find his channel, I'll put it in the description. He's big in Charlotte. That is a super stock. I wouldn't drive that car in this weather, but then again, I wouldn't drive that car in this weather, but I had to, so it is what it is. But that's what we're doing today, man. So it's going to clip right onto the OEM rearview mirror, and I should be able to see my front and rear at pretty much whenever I choose. Oh yeah, that looks good right there. Super clean. He's just going to have that going down the pillar right there, and it's going to be wired through the back of the car. Very nice. I got so much shit up here, it's crazy. But yeah, that's it thus far. Everything's going to the battery.
Well, this is what I was telling you. Yeah. I like to follow this harness, right?
Yeah.
So we'd follow it down here, follow this all the way up and all the way down underneath the seat and everything.
Yeah.
This cable for the backup camera wasn't long enough to go from your bumper here all the way back. So we kind of had to, I'll get this taped up so it's up against the harnesses here and it's secure.
Yeah.
And it's not going to fall out. But normally, on this case, I would follow the factory harness. We just couldn't do it because we didn't have the length. We needed to get up to that mirror.
Gotcha. Okay, so the cable, this is the camera.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's going to go,
It's going to go upside down like that.
Yeah.
Very
probably,
nice.
I don't know if we can reach it over that side or not. I kind of got this I think we're going to go something like that.
Okay.
And then we got a little bracket there so we can aim it a little bit more if we need to.
Okay. Looks good to me. And then there's another one up front too, right?
Yeah, it's on the back side of the camera.
Okay.
On the mirror.
Have you touched that one yet or no?
I just took the little piece off.
Okay.
Haven't even aimed it, turned it on, seeing what we can see yet.
Gotcha.
Your tint's too dark. You might not be able to see it.
Well, that's why I need that damn thing, because my tint's so dark that the regular rearview mirror serves no purpose. I can't tell if it's a 18-wheeler behind me or if it's a bicycle. So I mean.
Yeah, let's see if you can see it from the front if you light it up. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right underneath your other dash.
Yep.
So the camera here is on the outside of that factory mirror.
Yeah. Okay.
You just gotta be careful because it's kind of resting. I might try to make a shim for it just to be safe.
Yeah.
The your SOS button and assist button right here.
Yeah.
We're like real close to this little bump here, so I think the SOS is fine. The assist we're a little tight on, so
Gotcha. I've never used either of those buttons.
Why don't you be driving down the road and then all of a sudden?
Yeah.
So we might just put something like a little shim or something right here, just so it doesn't. It'll hopefully prevent that from happening.
Gotcha.
That's just the only concern I see with it right now.
Okay.
We're gonna go with something like that.
That looks good, man. That'd be good. What about at nighttime? Because at nighttime it lights up back here. That shouldn't distort it or anything like that.
I don't know.
I don't think so. It
it's
shouldn't.
sticking out a little bit further than the light, so we might be okay.
If anything, it should help, I would imagine.
One way to find out. Worst case scenario, we can move it further.
Yeah.
In one direction if we need to. I got a little
That's fine. Yeah, let's do it there.
a tiny bit of play left.
Yeah, that's good, man. That looks good there. Good shit, man. Everything's put back. Hopefully, huh?
I just got these two pillars here. I was gonna let you take a look at the mirror before I put this
Gotcha.
all back together.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know.
So my exhaust is completely disconnected. Completely disconnected. I wonder when that happened. I didn't hear anything. But once we get that taken care of, aside from that, so this is how it looks. Oh, and this is okay. When you turn it off, it's basically a normal mirror too.
Yeah, I think it times out.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how it looks. Everything's clean, tucked away. All right, and that's the rear camera right there. Really clean. I mean, obviously you can tell it's there, but I mean, still a clean install.
Gap up here.
Let me see. That's good right there. That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
I'll get up and I'll send it home with the impact in a second.
So if you need some exhaust work done, you can actually come up here to Tunes and he'll take care of you too. He's installing exhaust on Hellcats now.
I'll be doing Tesla soon. You laugh. Borla's got a kit for him.
Really? All right, guys, so let's do a little cold start here.
Recording 2 channels started.
WOLFBOX. Yeah. Tell me that's not dope. And then if you swipe, that's the front. Swipe again, that's the back. Swipe again, now I got the front and the back. That's hard. And then the front camera is right here and it's pointing right out. The rear cam, so you see him walking. 4K. It's shaking just because of the exhaust idling, but once you start driving, it actually stops shaking. I don't know how that works, but it actually stops. Swipe again, you got the front super clear. That's solid. It's recording as well. You got all your settings in here. Screensaver mode, brightness. Turn the brightness up, it's already up to the max, which is fine. Resolution, this does shoot in 4K, or you can do 2.5. I don't know why you would, but you have that option. Volume, because you see the buttons, G sensitivity. So this has a parking mode as well. So basically when you have it parked, you can just, and we'll talk about it later. Actually, let me stop because I'm filling this car up, his shop up with fumes. Yeah, you see that? 4K. I'm seeing everything behind me. Yeah. And this is WOLFBOX. I'll put the link and everything in the description. And then when you swipe, I think you swipe, yeah. Now you got two. I can see in front. I can see the front of my car. Swipe again, see the rear. This is lit. We're going to talk more about this in a minute. I got to get out of Concord before I get pulled over for illegal tint. Give me a second. Yeah, that's dope. Look at that. Let me brighten it up. Brighten up the camera, not the actual display. And it tells you your GPS and all that stuff, your speed. Yeah, that's clear. That's clear. Look at that red car, red car. You can see everything that's going on behind you. And then you swipe, and then I got the front. Oh yeah. Now obviously that defeats the purpose because obviously I can see, but that back camera is lit right there. That's perfect. And then if you want both of them, oh yeah. And this is 4K as well. So you can really see what's going on, and you can adjust the camera in the back. So if you want it to be higher or lower, you can do that. I got mine kind of perfect. Look at that car right there. Red Charger. Red Charger. I like this. And it's a dash cam as well, so it is actually recording because it does have an SD card. So technically I've got two dashboards. Got another red truck here, right there. I like that. Yeah. So I mean, look at oncoming traffic. What is this, a Honda right here? And then it shows up right there. And this is clear, guys. I'm being honest with you. It's really clear. The only thing is you will have to get used to it because for one, it's a little bit bigger than the standard rear view mirror. And two, because it is a screen, you constantly see it in your peripheral, if that makes sense. But I mean, look at the clarity. Look at the clarity. And like I said, it is a dash cam. So if you want to use it for that, you can. I'm not going to because I don't need it. It does have an SD card that you can put in there. But I mean, that's solid right there. And then of course you can have it split screen. You can see what's going on front behind you. Like look at that BMW that's pulling up. He is all over my ass. All up in it. And then it's got the date and all that stuff. It's got your okay, so that's how you, yeah, so that's how you you start recording. It's just tap it. It sounds like one of them old school phones when you touch it. But yeah, like look at it as we're moving. Very responsive. WOLFBOX tells you your speed here. I'm sure you can probably disable that. Speed, all that stuff. Yeah. All right, guys, some quick reference here. So here is the standard Dodge backup camera, right? So that's what we're seeing, kind of a wide, low angle, really distorted and warped. You know what I'm saying? That building looks round. And here is your rearview mirror. That's what your rearview mirror looks like. And obviously that's what the two screens look like, all that good stuff. I'm telling you guys, like, this shit is clear. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's play with it a little bit. Pause. Settings. I don't need it to record anything because I already have that. Resolution. Obviously, you want it to be 4K. Split time, what is that? I have no idea. I don't care. Video encode, you want that to be H.265. Sound record, yes. So if I get in here and I start screaming, it'll hear it. High G sensitivity, probably. And I think that's just for parking, and I'm not doing parking mode. Yeah, I got parking mode off because I really don't want it pulling on my battery while I'm not around. Flicker, 60 hertz, screensaver mode. Yeah, off because I don't want it. Click tone, volume is all the way up. Screen brightness, let's turn that brightness all the way up. Display mode, you got your front, rear, preview. So by default, it's always going to be rear. So as soon as you turn your car off, by default, it'll be rear. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Rear image adjustment. You can flip it upside down if you want. Time display, yes. Actually, no, I don't need the damn time. I got time everywhere else in my car. 24-hour, 12-hour, daylight savings on, I guess. Time format. Once again, does not matter. Reverse mode, full screen. I want it to be full screen. Fatigue reminder if you get tired, no. Speed unit, miles per hour. Time zone setting.
Go ahead and adjust that accordingly. Yep, all that stuff. That's all there for you to play with. What the hell is that? Stop recording. I don't want none of that stuff displayed. Right? That's just more distractions. Northeast, it'll tell you your speed. I'm sure you can actually get rid of that too because I don't need it. Maybe you can't. Reverse mode. Oh, never mind. Speed unit, so maybe that's by default. So I guess you really can't change the speed. GPS display off. Right, there you go. Get rid of that GPS information. Oh, that's wild. Oh, damn, that's pretty gnarly. Okay. All of that. Speed unit. I already clicked that. Yeah. GPS display off. Because I want my camera just to be a camera, you know? I don't need it to record anything. I just want it to be a camera. And then when I swipe, it's front. So that's what is obviously being seen out there. There. Now I'm assuming at nighttime it will dim just because of how dark my interior is. You can just keep swiping. Even if you want the rear on your left or the rear on your right, you can adjust the camera however you see fit. I'm always going to keep it rear because I don't really care what's going on in front of me. You want to know why? Because I can actually see what's going on in front of me. So truth be told, all I'm using this for is a digital mirror, a digital rear view mirror. To be honest with you, I don't need it to record anything. I don't need it to tell me what's going on in front of me. I don't need it as a parking sensor. I just want it because I want a rear view camera so that I can see what's going on behind me at all times. And I have it angled in such a way that, so that's the panoramic view, right? So if you want to turn the brightness up, okay, so you can turn the brightness down like that. If you get in the car and it's too bright at night, so maybe it doesn't do it automatically. But yeah, guys, that's it. WOLFBOX right there, man. That's the construction of it. It's real clean. Make sure you do it professional. That way everything gets tucked in that pillar. All of the wires get tucked into the, I guess that's the B pillar. And everything gets hardwired to the car. So when the car is off, everything is off. You know what I'm saying? Or yeah. If you wanted to do parking mode, I don't have parking mode. I don't need it. But yeah, that's that, guys. Real quick video. I know this video was kind of all over the place, but check out WOLFBOX. Shout out to my guy Andrew at Tunes Car Stereo. I'll make sure to put his link and everything in the description. Tunes Car Stereo. He does all electronics as it pertains to these cars. You want dash cam, you want sound system, you want specialty stuff, specialty items hooked up to your car, such as a rear view mirror, lights, interior lights, all that stuff. He does all of that, and he's professional. He's legitimate. As you can see, he has a legitimate shop. He's not just your homeboy. He actually knows what he's doing, and he's done quite a bit for me in this car. All right, so as always, guys, like, subscribe, comment. Real quick video. Peace.